I think what I realized doing that job is this is great, except if this is the thing, it's not that great. I think there are things that I've learned from people that are so tangential to the industry, and then there have been classes on the other end of the spectrum where it's been someone that's super integral to the industry, and I haven't got a lot from it. So who's to say? Who's to say? Sure, if you're making claims about what you've done and they're false, that's a whole different story. But I think if you're if you're transparent in what you're teaching and it's based off what your knowledge is from the top of your intelligence, what is wrong with that? Yeah, and to speak to the choreography thing, like you're not sure, like if that's the feeling that you maybe should or something. I don't know, man. I am someone who's always been interested in choreographing, and that's not necessarily from a point of view of like I want to choreograph for an artist, or my sense of choreography has always been I really want to paint a picture to this music that I've fallen in love with, and
Wow.
I would love to be able to converse with the world about how I feel about it.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that makes me feel like, yeah.
You know, so I'm not.
Yeah.
If you don't, so that comes from like a pretty profoundly deep need. It's not coming from a place of obligation.
Wow, that's crazy that you just said need then, though. You've got that need to do it. It's not necessarily like a desire. It's like, wow, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro.
Which is funny because in the last, I don't know how many, the other day I released a tiny little video of me and a friend of mine at the gym dancing 2/8 of choreography. That's the most I've choreographed in years. I've been that divorced from it that, like right now, I'm having this resurgence where I'm kind of eating dance up a lot, and I'm hitting up classes and I'm freestyling a lot, and I'm like I said, I choreograph a little. But the relationship has changed so much that it used to be I would be choreographing all the time because I'd have people to teach, or I'd have jobs that I was working on. There have been a few choreography jobs that I've had throughout the years, and now it's like, Oscar, why are you choreographing? I'm figuring that out because there's no real. I don't have to choreograph for anything. I have a class coming up that I'm teaching for adult beginners, or just it's open for anyone. That's just simply grooves and movement. It's not even. I probably won't even teach a combo. It's just going to be dancing. So the thing of choreographing, I'm having to rediscover what my relationship to it is at 35. It used to be I'm going to teach this to people. Now it's like I really have to want to say something. And a lot of these days, I'm like, if I really want to say something, I'm often using freestyle to say that now.
Oh man, this is why I love chatting with you about these types of things, because I feel like you are one of the very few people that are able to sort of articulate it so well and profound in the way that you describe it, and I really start to get a real deep understanding and know like who you are at like a very core level, man. And so but that's separate to what you just said right now. But so you feel like there's this new message or there's this new reason and relationship that you're now trying to formulate again because you're just naturally being drawn to choreographing again, and you naturally want to just go, what is this? You know, and I get that too, because we kind of want to be like, I feel that I'm being drifted and moved and pulled this way, but like I'm going with it because it feels good. But what is this?
Logically, what is it, right? Because I think when we're young, and this is a generalization, of course, but when we're young, we're very emotional, like reptilian brain, immediate impulses, and then we become more logical as the world requires us to like fucking be more logical, literally, like pay your parking tickets, rent, have a job, think about the future. There's all these things. So you're more reactive when you're young, I feel. So you're just sort of like, oh yeah, song, boom, choreograph it. And now my logical shit gets in the way. I'll be, like, oh yeah, I'll start to choreograph. And then this silly little habitual logic thing will come in and say, but what's the point? Why are you doing that? Like, and that's only, that's only cropped up like in the last, 5-6 years. But that's
how much of... You're saying that you've been feeling this way for 5-6 years, and this has been sort of like not allowing you to sort of, I guess, explore that. Wow.
Yeah, it's been that powerful, and I've spent a lot of time, just to quickly sort of go over a little bit of background since I came to LA. I came here in 2016. I got fairly busy. I was lucky enough to sign with MSA out here pretty quickly, and they looked after me. We had a great relationship. I was going out for stuff. I booked a few commercials. I did this beautiful Cointreau commercial, which ended up going international. I got people in Australia going, I saw you on a bus. Like, I really avant-garde, beautiful choreographic work that I worked with Tracy Phillips, who's a wonderful choreographer out here on that one. I did Lip Sync Battle, which was huge, like big big opening for the Paramount Plus network. It was an event that was live at the Dolby Theatre, and I danced for Haley Steinfeld, as well as the names are escaping me, but Neil Patrick Harris was on that episode, and Taraji P Henson was on that episode. I mean, it was awesome. So I sort of had some big opportunities and did some cool stuff quite quickly, and then specifically after doing that job, which was so big and so bigger than I'd ever thought I'd go, because I'm from Masterton in the Wairarapa in New Zealand, a little town on the North Island with 30,000 people. I didn't. There was no one in my immediate there was no one that had done anything like that before me that I knew. It was I didn't know what I wanted to be when I was younger because I couldn't see it in my life. No one was doing anything remotely, so I just thought that I'd be a bartender.
Wow.
And then my mum was like, "Why don't you dance? That's what you've been doing.
Wow.
You've been just all you care about is dancing." She didn't say that, but that was kind of the message. Is like that's where you've been putting your energy. And so to do any of that, comparing where I was to like where I got to, I was sort of like, well, this is more than I ever thought that I'd achieve ever. This is crazy. I'm on the same stage that they hold the Oscars on, and it's live. I'm in a rehearsal. The other thing about that particular job, was the rehearsal process. I was in the rehearsal rooms with killers. The people that I'd seen, that I idolized from New Zealand when I was living there or living in Australia, watching YouTube videos of these like killers, masters of the game. And now I'm doing jobs with them, and I'm in rehearsal rooms with them, and I'm just sitting back at lunchtime watching people just go off for no reason other than they're still alive and they can dance, and then so they're just going off. And I'm going, what the fuck? And I'm trying to come back to around why I think what I realized doing that job is this is great, except if this is the thing, it's not that great.
Ooh. Oh man, you just
for me.
No, I get it.
What I noticed, especially in those rehearsal rooms, is I noticed the people for which that thing was the thing.
Yeah.
They lived and breathed it. And it wasn't me. I love to death my relationship with music and movement. It's such a huge part of who I am. Selling it in the marketplace is not necessarily, I mean, I'm always changing and I'm always getting better at doing that and trying to figure out, being in America helps that. It's a very capitalistic world to swim in, But the business thing of it, and just, like I said before, being in the rehearsal rooms, doing the gigs, I was just like, this is really cool. And I'm really proud of myself, but I'm not sure that this is everything that there's so much more that I think I care about than doing this type of stuff. is this is great, except if this is the thing, it's not that great.